I remember me and Gray, we talked about the whole Kingdom Come Deliverance stuff. But I guess there's more information that came out, so we're going to talk about it right over here. Warhorse co-founder labels popular YouTuber grifter amid pre-order backlash. Daniel Vavra's attack on Rev says Desu backfires completely. I like Rev says Desu. I remember he actually used my Stellar Blade escape rope ladder video in one of his segments, which is actually pretty crazy. Let's talk about it. The game world has been wild with controversy surrounding Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and not for the reasons you'd expect from a highly anticipated sequel. In a not so great turn of events, Warhorse Studios co-owner Daniel Vavra has found himself embroiled directly in a feud with YouTuber Rev Says Desu, in a very highly respected channel in the gaming community, and one I personally enjoy as well. Yeah, I love this. I love Rev's channel. It's really, really good. So right over here, another grifter. No, our pre-orders haven't dropped because of backlash. The sold/return copies ratio is the same as it was. What happened is that the preview hype was naturally waned, and 9 massively discounted games entered the chart. Monster Hunter is down as well. All right, so that's what he says right over there. And right over here, this is from Grums, right? Daniel accusing Rev of being a grifter for daring to discuss pre-order cancellations in his video. But to be honest, it's pretty damn clear to anyone paying attention that Vavra's move wasn't just unwarranted, but a gigantic misstep that could actually alienate the very community that seeks to engage. Now, I think that a lot of people who played the first game probably aren't too into the whole culture war, the whole gamergate, the whole gaming sphere, whatever you want to call it. They're probably not really into it, but the people who are on, I would say it probably won't affect too much of their sale. The only way that it will affect their sale is if someone really, really big talks about it, right? Someone like Asmongo talks about it and how it's actually bad, right? But mostly Asmongo is probably gonna farm stuff like this, and he's probably gonna play the game, and he'll basically, give his own take whether or not the game is good. He did the exact same thing for Star Wars Outlaws. He did the exact same thing for Dragon Age the Veilguard. And that's actually, Asmongold putting money where his mouth is, which is good. But for me, am I going to play this game? I never even played the first one. Am I going to play the second one? I don't know. I'm not sure what this is. We did get a couple of comments on Project Eggroll saying that there are no such thing as unskippable cutscenes. I'm not sure. That person said that they have over 200 hours in the first game. In this game, I'm not sure. Right? So right over here, Grum says, are you now fully informed on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Make the call. Right? So a lot of people say it's not the majority, which is not like a super majority, but you have almost 11,500 votes saying that it's not woke, right? I believe that Daniel Vavra came out and said something about it, how it's not, and how they're going to respect a lot of the stuff, and how they're not putting in like black people because it doesn't really make sense, or something like that. I forgot what it was. Right after a period of confusion where Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was accused of being woke by some gamers, Daniel Vavra did his best to try and clear the air on X with a detailed 10-part thread. It contains spoilers, so read through at your own risk. So right over there. The expectations provided about the game's historical context included things like character diversity and optional romantic scenes that were thorough and reasonable, leaving me, at least initially, inclined to sympathize with the studio's position. But nah, any of that goodwill evaporated instantly when he decided to attack Rev, a content creator who had ironically defended the game against harsher criticism. Vavra's unprovoked hostility undermines the credibility he worked to build, making it really hard for me to stand by his side on this one. I believe Rev has about 600,000 to 700,000 subscribers. He has a pretty big audience, right? Compared to like me, who has like basically like we get like 5 to like 10 viewers per video or something like that. Like I have a very, very tiny channel compared to these giants, right? So Rev's video, that's how it's all started right over there. And the tweets that followed, Daniel Vavra began by refuting claims that pre-orders for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 had dropped due to any backlash. He tweeted, another grifter per our no pre-orders. We just read that earlier, right? This comment was directed solely at Rev, whose video discussed pre-order cancellations due to controversy surrounding the game's alleged inclusion of unskippable queer romance scenes and the behavior of Warhorse's community manager on Steam. So that's something I don't know about, right? I'm not too well versed on that. So Rev responded. Rev says, I love my wife. Labeling me a grifter in a video where I defend your game from being labeled woke over a rumored gay scene is wild. Yes, people canceled pre-orders. Many did because you would address the actions of the community manager's code of conduct posted on Steam. Even now, you still, right? The actual community manager on Steam. Even now, you still avoid the issue entirely. Yes, your game has a lot of pre-orders, but it would have had more if you didn't tiptoe around valid concerns about the actions stemming from your parent company. Seeing you crash out over someone pointing out this is exactly why people are losing trust in you. In my opinion, he is one of the higher ups, right? One of the game directors or whatever, studio directors. He's probably not going to fire the community manager or talk about it. It's because most if you guys don't know, the head directors don't really have too much of a say. No, they do have a lot of say, but they don't oversee every little minute things that like a community manager does. They see it afterwards, right? You don't see it beforehand, you see it afterwards, which is, in my opinion, I think it's sort of weird. I think you should vet the people on what they say before they post it. It's sort of like you want to make sure that you get good traction on your game, right? Because if you have someone who's online, who's in charge of the Discord or in charge of the Reddit page, speaking of Reddit, right? And, the fact that they're extremely left and they hate anybody that's on the right. Like, take a look at, there's a lot of stuff that's happening on Reddit right now where they're outright banning links to X or even showing screenshots of anything that comes from X is because they hate Elon Musk, with the whole, saying that he did the Hail Hitler salute, right? Which is completely false if you actually think about it. But not calling them out is they're not going to publicly shame their employees. They're not going to do that. What's going to happen is that they're probably going to talk to that person saying that, hey, don't do this anymore moving forward, right? They're not going to go back and redact or remove or rescind their message just because it's already out there. It's because what happens if you remove that message, it goes to show that you are wrong. And if the game company does that, most likely it will add fuel to the fire, saying that, look, they were wrong and hopefully they fired this person. But at the same time, this doesn't help the situation. It doesn't make the people who are, on the fence of whether or not they're going to buy this game, buy the game. I'm talking about people who are well versed in this whole, culture, like gaming culture, kind of like community. Community managers, I think most of them are woke. Most of them absolutely, they are extremely woke. Not all of them, but most of them are. All right, so Vavra responded with, well, sorry, but maybe don't use titles like with phrases like massive exodus to avoid confusion. Rev responds that I didn't use that phrase. You have the data for pre-order cancellations. I do not. I can only form an opinion based on my own observations. And as I showed in my video, there are many people on Twitter, Steam, and other platforms canceling their pre-orders as a result of various reasons. And now, ironically, more people are announcing that they have canceled their pre-orders as a result of these posts attacking me. I understand a lot of people are hounding you recently, but I was not one of them. This was a mistake. Absolutely. I think a games director going after someone like Rev, it's very, very bad taste, in my opinion. Don't say anything about it. Don't do anything about it. In my opinion, it's better for you to not say anything, to say something. Now that you sort of embroiled yourself in this sort of argument back and forth, especially with someone like Rev, you're going to have people who are now going to be 100% taking sides, right? They're not going to be happy once players start Minecrafting the gay character because that's what's going to happen. Most likely, yeah. Right over here. Daniel Vavra's aggressive response to Rev is not just unnecessary, but completely counterproductive. Rev's video didn't attack Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. In fact, it defended the game against accusations of being woke, while offering constructive criticism on Warhorse's communication strategy and community management. By labeling Rev a grifter, Vavra immediately draws attention to criticism that he could have easily addressed in a way more professional manner. Absolutely. Right? They could have said, oh, you should play the game and just wait for the game to come out. Or better yet, it's better to say nothing than say something, right? And this is definitely really, really wrong. This public spat has only amplified the ongoing controversy, with more players announcing they're canceling pre-orders in reaction to Vavra's behavior. While I don't typically pre-order, I did have this game on my watch list. Now, not so much. For a studio aiming to build goodwill and hype for its game, this approach was disastrously short-sighted. Rev's a respected content creator known for fair and balanced takes on gaming controversies. Look, I give Rev a huge shout out. He doesn't need my shout out, but I give him a huge shout out because he posted my video. He used one of my shorts in his videos. All right. And after that, I started watching a lot of his videos. He has a lot of very based and very balanced takes, like what Smash J Cheese said. Never pre-order a game. Yeah, see, like South Park said, what happens if you pre-order a game is having a big dick in your mouth. Oh shit, man. His video presented observable trends without extreme sensationalism, offering his own insight into why some folks are reconsidering their pre-orders. Sure, the developer is going to be defensive about the game they've been working on for years, but this is not the way to try to handle that, in my opinion. The accusations of grifting are not just baseless, but damaging to Vavra's credibility. Vavra's action highlight to everyone a troubling pattern of developers lashing out at critics instead of engaging with their concerns. Why is it so hard to understand this simple concept? The director has been working on this game for a long time, right? Like Smash JT said, this is like their baby. And if you say anything bad about their baby, they're going to get, their arms up in the air and wave it like they just don't care about people's opinions. Absolutely. What's going on, Conan? Hope you're doing well, man. Dark Intelligence, what's happening, dude? But yeah, Korean Cowboy, hope you're doing well. But yeah, man, if Warhorse wants Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 to succeed, they need to focus on transparent communication and addressing player concerns, not attacking content creators who offer constructive criticism. I'm actually legit shocked here. Yeah, I am too. Right now, if you go here, go up here, you see, many creators, this is from Learning the Law on X, many creators are compromised. So here's the truth about Kingdom Come. The team stated Henry was a straight Christian and a predefined character you must accept. Now they claim that he's whatever the player wants, contradicting their lore and making him bi. Here's the statement right over here. I'm gonna scroll down because it's super tiny. All right, this is from Warhorse, and this is 8 years ago, right over here. I see. Nobody will force you to do anything, but you will play as Henry, the son of a blacksmith. And yes, he is straight and white and male from Bohemia. Someone from France will not be able to play as a French guy, even if he loves his country. If you are in a wheelchair, you will be able to walk in the game, and Henry will be able to have a dog in the game, even if you are more a kind of a cat person. You will play as a Christian person, even if you are a Muslim. I'm assuming that's Muslim, Hindu, atheist, or a Jedi. Absolutely. Holy shit. That's a big ass. What if you are an artist and drawing is your life, and now you have to play as a character who is not be able to hold a brush or a pen at all? Or if you are tall or small or big or skinny. There's nothing wrong about people who have different preferences and heritage, but we cannot cover them all, and we don't want to. We want to tell a story of Henry, the son of a blacksmith from the Silver Scalus, and he will be different from you, not only in his sexuality, but in his heritage, in his looks, and his biography, and many more. Henry, you are Jan Silva, and you will be able to play as Henry if you want to. You want to play his role, There are so much facets that creates a character, a person, an individual. Being gay or straight is not the only difference between people. People are people. Now, I believe most likely the community manager for this game that wrote this is no longer there. That's how I feel, right? It's because this is 8 years ago. 8 years is a very long time. I've been at my studio, the place I work on, for about 7 years now. And we've gone through 4 community managers. So if you think about it, every year, every 2.5 years, we get a new community manager. This game has this is 8 years ago, right? So most likely this person who wrote this entire thing is no longer there. That's probably it, right? Right over here. Why are you gay? True and real. This is upsetting for a lot of people, but according to what I saw, the pre-orders for this game didn't really dwindle. It actually sort of stayed the same. So as of right now, the stuff that's going on with Warhorse, with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and stuff that's going on right now with the cultural war of the video games online, it hasn't really changed the sort of outlook of the game. I think people really like the first one, and no, they're basically stuck in their like whatever opinion they have, right? Whether it's right or wrong, or whether it's fair or not, they have the right to think it. And if the person says that I think this game is still going to be good, I don't think this is going to affect the game because the first game was so damn good, right? I think that's what's going to happen. That's a fair review. Exactly. Yeah. Will the create character screen have they them woke stuff? I don't know. That would be important. We'll see. We'll see if that does happen. I hopefully not. It's because adding something like that or removing something like that is very easy to do. That's literally something that's in what's it called again? That's in the code. You could just highlight the line and just delete it, right? People are people. Why should it? So why should it be you and I should get along awfully? Yeah, Depeche Mode. Yep, true. Yeah, true. Some people are into Fuda. God, man. Oh my God, dude. Jeez. Man, it's gonna be a long stream. It's gonna be a long stream. Yeah, just wait for the review. Yeah, just wait for the review. Wait for your content creator who's playing this game. I'm pretty sure Jeremy's gonna pick it up. Pretty sure Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers will probably pick up this game and he's gonna play this game. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is the type of game that he would play though. But in all seriousness, I've never played the first one. I heard the first one is really good. Like I said, this one of our chatters for Project Egro spent over 200 hours playing the game. Really enjoyed it, and he feels confident that the second one will deliver. I hope so. Right? As a fellow gamer myself, right? I want these games to succeed. I want these games to do really well. Is because if that's the case, it forces other game studios to make a better product. Case in point, Larian Studios, the people who did Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 was so fucking good. It has woke stuff in it. It has gay shit and it has lesbian stuff in it. But it's one of the best games I played in a very long time. I don't play those type of games. Those tabletop RPGs. I don't play those type of games. That's the first first style of game I've ever played. I loved it. It was my game of the year and it won game of the year. Hopefully, if this company does really good, this game is not woke. And the wokeness is optional. Hopefully it's true. But the thing is that if they're going to try to follow actual history, being in the 1500s or 1400s or whatever, if they're going to make sure that things are, accurate and true, like, are we saying that back in the 1400s, 1500s, there's no gay people? There's no lesbian people? I'm pretty sure there is, but it's an extreme taboo and you can probably get executed for that kind of crap, right? Back in the day. But maybe Warhorse is trying to show that tabooness in this game. I don't know. But like I said, we won't know until this game comes out. But yeah, that we'll see though. But the thing is that the thing is I'm not going to hold my breath. I've never played this game before. I've never played the first one. So we'll see.